All right, Mike Buckley is in from the Good News Center. Listen, I have a challenge. What you should do, I think, is you work with bringing couples back together. Maybe you're going to start working with bringing America back together here, right? I mean, we are a divided nation.
That's what we're all about. We're about relationship education. That's what it is. How do people treat each other? That's something that should be taught in the schools. It's not happening. So we'd love to do that. We have a kids program that we have that has been tested at Notre Dame. It's been tested at Holy Cross Academy in Oneida. And it's also been tested at the Utica Public School System. Dr. Pat Lano and her after-school program that she has. You know,
it's funny because you talk my wife being a teacher. Teachers are now left to do those things when they have time in the middle of the Common Core and every other piece of the curriculum that they deal with. But so much pressure is being put on teachers because the schools really don't want to take this on as a program. You see the same thing with police officers. The pressure put on police officers to come in and mediate in situations, stuff that is way over and above what police officers used to have to deal with. Just seems like the world is tripping a little bit right now.
People have gotten away from the basics of how we treat each other, and that's so important in politics as well as in daily life.
And at the grocery store.
Yes.
That's important. And on Halloween, trick-or-treating. I was pleased to say almost every kid was like, thank you and please and all that. It's good, right? They're learning the right thing. Except for that one kid that was mad he didn't get a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I'm taking 2. That was the little kid. Okay, Mike Buckley. We received news, and there's no big controversy over all of this. This is just it's tough, I think, too, to hold a parade in what could be cold winter weather. So it looks like the parade is off this year.
The parade is off, but there's been such an emphasis on being in those flags. That's where people want to be. They want to be right in that field and across where we're going to be having the ceremony. And it's kind of like a parade standing still, if I can put it that way, up on that hill.
The visual, and I talked the last time you were on talking about the drone video of Utica going down the parkway with all of those flags. It is such an amazing sight. You got to search for it. It's on Google. It's just incredible.
You know, you talk about YouTube.
It's on the web.
If people go to Healing Fields Utica on YouTube, they will find the drone video that captured all of that.
Healing Fields Utica.
Healing Fields Utica. And that's where some positive news is on the YouTube.
We could use a little of that. You think?
Right.
All right. So also, Sawyer Fredericks, who was going to be in the parade, remember, from The Voice, he's still coming.
He'll be at the ceremony. He'll be performing some patriotic songs as well as some of his own. So it's like a little mini concert that we'll have. And
by the way, he is going to do a mini concert here in studio tomorrow morning at 8:20 to promote the event. And to me, what I'm told is that this really, he's really glad to be involved in this. It means a lot to him what you guys are doing here.
He is, and you know, he's done some other veterans events other places, so he knows what this is about. Great person. You know, his family lives just about an hour down east from here off the thruway. So they're great people. And we also want to let people know that they can still sponsor a flag, that they can go have a picture taken next to their flag with a tag on it that has the person that they're honoring's name, whether living or deceased, and their name as a donor alphabetically by who it's honoring. So,
and that money goes to help veterans.
It goes to help veterans. We're trying to promote people that are struggling in their marriages, struggling in their families. People that are overseas have gotten a DVD that we give them, and the spouse home and the spouse that's deployed watch these DVDs, and then they talk about it. They get to talk. You know, with technology today, they can communicate.
Yeah, they can Skype.
Wherever they are.
FaceTime and stuff like that.
So this is helping people.
All right, well, what you're doing is great. It's Flags for Heroes. It happens November 5th through the 13th, so that is, of course, next week. And it'll be on the Parkway. Over 1,000 flags will be there along the stretch. And November 5th at 11 a.m., which is this weekend,
this Saturday,
is the event. And Sawyer Fredericks will be there for that, and and all of it. So check it all out, and the flags remain up through next week as well.
They'll be up through the 14th. We'll take them down on Monday.
And the
14th.
11th is Veterans Day. What is the date of Veterans Day? The 11th.
A week from Friday is Veterans Day, and then there's some other ceremonies that other patriotic organizations, civic clubs, and all.
Well, listen, it's a great site. And again, that website, if they want to see the visual from last year?
It's Healing Fields Utica, but they can also take a look at thegoodnewscenter.org, or if they want to order their flag, they can call 735-6210.
Sometime when this is all over and done, the politics are all done and we're not doing 90 guests a morning, when it slows down just a little bit, we should have you in, and I'd be interested to have you talk about some strategies that couples who might be going through a tough time, whether they're married or not, going through a difficult time. You guys really have a great program there, and it would be great to have you share some of it on the air.
Be happy to do so.
Okay, good stuff. Mike Buckley from the Good News Center.